Hello everyone. Before we begin, let me just tell you that, well, the audio is probably gonna be kind of annoying in this video because I've changed microphone and didn't realize until now, which is while I'm already editing the stuff, that it's way louder than the last microphone. So yeah, there's that. Hope you still have fun. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This time, as you can see, we're in a bit of a different, game. And I mean, it's been a while. Uh, Roughly 3 months, I think, since I last uploaded anything. But I mean, I was busy with like actual real life stuff and then very tired from it, so I didn't have much time. And on the side, I was also working on this project, which, as you will see in a while, didn't go that well. So, what is this? Basically, we're in Minecraft 1.20.1 with like a big mod pack that I made like just by taking random mods I liked and putting them together. And as you can see, and as you can maybe recognize, we have installed the Create Sound of Steam mod. And yes, basically, what I wanted to do was to create an organ and to have it play via redstone, like some songs from Silksong. My idea was to start with Phantom since it was, an organ song, and well, it didn't go that well, and I will show you in a bit. But well, first off, bye bye, I already lost myself. Well, basically, what is this? Like, as I was saying, this is an organ from the built with Create and the Create Sound of Steam, which is like as you can like an add-on for the Create mod, which is, I mean, pretty popular. If you didn't hear it like till now, it's like weird, but I mean, it's a very cool mod that adds like a lot of things like conveyor belts. It's basically the wet room for anyone who liked Minecraft and technical stuff. I don't know why I'm explaining this since it's like not a super new mod, but yeah, it's really cool if you don't know it already. If you know it already, I mean, you probably already know how cool it is. But yes, the there's an important distinction I have to make, which is I know that this mod, like the Create Sound of Steam, has already a way for you to play like how do you say it? You know, uh, songs from like exported in like from an editor in MIDI format. And yeah, basically, how do you do that? Well, you have to take this tracker bar, the authoring table, put like take a MIDI file, save it on this music roll. Then once it's saved, you have to put the roll in here. But first, you have to basically map every instrument and basically every instrument to in a certain way and set it up on like an actual organ that you built, kind of like this one. But that's boring. I mean, why should you have the game play music for you when you can do it yourself? I mean, it's still the game playing it for you, but through Redstone. And that's what this thing is trying to do. But it didn't go really well. So, basically, here we are with this is like the control, like it's the first layer of controls that I wanted to make, of automatic controls for Phantom. like from Silksong, from like the Phantom boss fight. And as you can see, we have like 31 of these blocks, which are redstone links, wireless redstone link, which is a block from the create mode that basically lets you have wireless redstone. You basically have one that's like this, one that is, wait, let me put this away, one like this, and when you activate this gets also activated instantly, pretty much. So that's a way to transmit signal from here, from down here, from the circuits and everything, to the actual organ, which basically gets activated when you activate it with redstone. So like, let's take this block, and as you can see, it's I mean, it's doing its stuff and making sounds of steam. Yeah, you can kill me now. But yeah, so fundamentally, wait, I forgot a lever here. Fundamentally, what I was trying to do was to recreate Phantom, which I found a sheet, like sheet music for, and I like transcribed it into like a paper to see all of the notes, and I came to the conclusion that there are 31 of redstone, like 31 redstone links I need, and then I started for like with the first measure, and yeah, let me just show you. This is what I actually managed to do, which like if you here, I don't know if I'll put like side to side like Phantom the US from Silksong or like not, but because I don't know copyright and everything. But yeah, basically it takes a while. As you can hear, it's very, very, very slow. It's actually more similar to the Mist, which is, well, if you played Silksong or like watch Silksong like here or in another place, you can like it's like the OST from the area that you need to like get through to get to Phantom. And why is that? Well, let's take a look at all the circuits. Basically, this is the monster that I used to actually encode like the song in in a way that it's actually like not too big and like kind of compact. And yeah, I'll show you. As you can see, basically what happens is that there's a shulker box that gets dispensed here. The shulker box gets then emptied and then broken. When broken, the shulker box gets ejected. I don't remember where now. But wait, I actually removed the tunnels, so nowhere. It just goes into the system, which is kind of a problem. But there were some like brass tunnels here that, if you don't know, are these blocks here that let you like sort items from various conveyor belts. And what it does is that it goes in this vault, in which there is a timer here that's connected to a clock that's supposed to, well, let the melody be played on the right time, but that doesn't work. And then the items get through these filters and get to another vault where they go through more filters, and after that they pass under these observers. These are like smart observers, which basically are another block from the create mod, that when they see on like in an inventory or like on a conveyor belt a certain item, they emit a signal. And these are the ones that are actually connected to, well, not directly to the to the organ, like some of these are, but not all. Some are connected here in this small, like, this is like a small uh, circuit that basically takes all of the, like, this and doubles it, because I wanted to have them like distinct signals up there. So I just said that this one, instead of like getting to both, this one activates this that gets to both. And yes, basically. Also because like there's some that we need to activate only sometimes, like this one is is the same as this, so activates the same node, while this one is different. So this one activates both this one and this one through this. But where's the problem? Well, I'll show you again. And as you can see, while the whole mechanism is very fast, it's nearly not fast enough. We can clearly see the items traveling through the conveyor belts, and this makes it so that they are really too slow to do anything, because like Phantom goes like, it's like a 112, yes, 112 BPM, and it goes in like 16th notes. So like it's basically like effectively it's like blah blah blah. Yeah, 448 BPM, which is not very little, so it's, yeah, kind of fast. And this system cannot keep up with it. So basically, what's yeah, this is what I actually managed to do. But I also give you a little bit of a rundown of everything else, so I'll like let you know what I tried to solve this issue and what I tried to get to this point. So basically, these are the first tries for the clocks, which I didn't. Oh wait, let me show you the clock. Yeah, basically the clock is this one. There is this pulse timer, which is also not really precise with the 112 BPM or like the 448, but it's like the next best thing, I guess, because there is like, if you didn't know, Minecraft works in ticks and there are like 20 ticks per second, so like you really can't do much about it, like about precision. I thought like I could at least get the speed right, even though it was not really precise, but yeah, like I showed you, it's not really that easy. And basically this, it's yeah, you give it an interval, you say it if you want it to be like on and turn off at the interval, or the opposite, to be off and turn on at the interval. And it's, yeah, a timer that gives you a, like, a pulse, a single tick pulse. I think this one gives single redstone ticks and not single game ticks pulses, which, like, again, if you didn't know, a redstone tick is like twice as much as a game tick, and it's like usually it's the minimum unit for like redstone operations. But there's also ways to get around that, so yeah, I'm not gonna go into the technical details of that, because I'm like not even that good with that. So yeah, but this is the clock we're using, and this is the encoding system we're using, which, well, again, basically takes a shulker box, empties it, sorts the objects which are encoded to like this these observers, which then send a signal. But how did this get like how did this like get to this point, and what is this thing? Well, you see, it all originated from this, because it was my idea like from the start to have like everything be condensed in shulker boxes, because that makes it like kind of easy to have like makes it really easy to well, how can I say it? Have no all the information be condensed in a single block, so which is then also a single item. So basically, you could do big double chests, more like a chest monster with hoppers connecting the chest to put everything that like from up there and pour it into this dispenser, and from the dispenser to actually send it into the system. And then you could have like at the end, instead of just throwing the items on the ground like you saw earlier, you could have the like a collection system that puts them back in the same order they were extracted from the chest. But I never got to that because yeah, there were more problems. Like here, as you can see, there is like some filters for other objects, the input way from for shulker boxes to get them out of the system and not into the whole dealio. And this one was for the objects, which are like bundles, enderize, and name tags, which I wanted to use like for beginning of song, or well, end of song, I should say, beginning of shulker box, so like beginning of segment of song, and like well, the actual information that I wanted to use. Like I wanted to use bundles with, even though in this version they actually are not implemented fully. There's, as you can see, there's the Arsenal bundles, but there's not the base game bundles, because like this was before they actually added them fully. Like it was still when they were experiments, so I can like slash give 06 bond like yeah, bond wait bundle, huh, yeah, Minecraft bundle, and it gives it to me. I can use it to put stuff in it, to remove it, and there's also really cool things that a really cool thing that I can do this. So right click it with the bundle in end, and it empties everything into the ground. Which is what this mechanism was doing with like through a deployer. Which again, if you don't know, it's like it's this it's this machine from the create mod that basically has like all, not all, but many of the player interactions for like the uh, eight. Okay, it has many of the player interactions for like right clicking stuff, and if you give it like stores and stuff, also like for left click interactions. So it basically, this is a way to substitute like the player in many farms. Like you can give it a looting sword and kill enemies with it, so and mobs and stuff. So I use this to unpack the bundles in this mechanism. But there were a couple of problems with that, which is why I didn't use that. Which is, well, first off, there is this way to unpack bundles to like automatically, but there is no way to repack them. So I could take out the items, but I couldn't second them back in, which is kind of a problem. And secondly, uh, yeah, basically the items got like in a random yeah, in a random order here. So basically it was random which item came in first and second, and with a clock so fast, that was a problem, because basically the the order of the nodes was all skewed, and substantially this is what was wrong with the deployer and the bundle system. This though, instead of being like tries for like the sorting system and everything, are like attempts at making a clock before I actually realized I could use that. Which, as you can see, I used some smart observers to like detect an item passing and the bells, and I tried to measure how long it cycled for. But this was very imprecise, and so I just gave up on this. And like as soon as I found like either these ones or that one, I decided nope, not gonna deal with this anymore. But yeah, there is though one last thing I tried when I found out the bundles couldn't work, and like before trying actually this way to encode like chords, we, I used like another way, which is like I tried to use another way, which is like here, packages. So basically, the creator mod also has these packages, which like you activate this, and it outputs a package that you can throw around or like move around with belts. And my idea was, okay, what if we take things and put them in packages, and like then put the packages inside the shulker boxes? But you cannot do that, so this is kind of useless. So yeah, basically. Uh, there's this, which I well again tried to have all the items be in the correct succession and the correct speed. So like, I instead of transporting everything, I like put the shulker box in here, take out the packages from the shulker box. The packages comes here, gets unpacked into this, so the items get into the vault at the same time, and then they get outputted like with the on par with the clock. But that, well, first off, doesn't work because you can't put packages in shulker box like I just said, and secondly, uh, there is still the problem that items come too slowly out of this system, so basically it still would have been for nothing probably, and the whole thing would still have been too slow. These were also some other tries to encode it like instead of like this to encode it like logically with redstone, but this was like too like this hurt my brain too much, so I just gave up on this. And yes, this is pretty much it. This is what I like pretty much all that I did. These were some tries with for the clocks and to see what if this worked better than these or the other way around. These were some tries for like connections and to see again if I could do this logically, like the whole encoding dealio. But yes, I'll have you like listen to this another time. And there's another lever I forgot, like other two levers. And yes. And yes, once again, this is way more similar to the Mist than to Phantom because it's way too slow. So what I'm gonna do about this is probably I'm like gonna try next to play the Mist on this thing because I still did a pretty like this took like a lot of time to make. So yeah, I wanna see if I can get this working somehow, like for slower songs and everything. So like yes, if I can get it working with the Mist, sure, I guess that's cool. But if not, I'll think about something else or just give up and use the automatic thing that plays the MIDI stuff. But yes, this is all for now. And well, if you have any idea on how to like make this work with like Phantom or like you know, I don't know, even like other songs that are quicker than the Mist, because yeah, if you have any idea or like know somebody that has like good technical Minecraft capabilities, yeah, please write it down below or like share it to them. And yes, that is all for now. I'm sorry that I kept you waiting, like even though you're like 33 persons, so people, yeah, I can speak today. And yeah, still, uh, I think this is gonna be all for now. Uh, yeah, just tell me if you have any idea or like share it with somebody who like is way better than me at this stuff. And yeah, for like the third or fourth time, that is all. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.